Do not look up at the Empire State Building until you learn the terrifying secret buried in its frame. Look, it's the definitive icon of American ambition, rising out of the Great Depression. But honestly, in 1931, standard engineering logic predicted this tower would suffer a catastrophic structural failure long before it was finished. Engineers and workers weren't just building a skyscraper. They were locked in a lethal race against time, forced to invent entire construction methods on the fly in the world's busiest city center. Standard logistics failed immediately in Manhattan's gridlock, pushing gas transport budgets to the absolute breaking point. The structure was rising over 1 floor per day. This insane vertical sprint created massive, unprecedented thermal stresses within the steel itself, threatening to twist the entire frame into a pretzel before it even topped out. As the frame shot upward, engineers faced an even deadlier problem: the rivet crisis. This whole massive structure is held together by over 10 million hot steel rivets. In the 1930s, that meant workers had to toss red-hot, lethal spikes of metal across 20-foot gaps thousands of times a day. If one rivet was installed poorly, it could create a subtle microfracture. And at that rapid pace, they couldn't possibly check every single one. If these tiny structural corpses, these faulty rivets, clotted together in one critical junction, the extreme vertical pressure from above would cause a chain reaction failure. The entire structure was, quite literally, holding its breath with every floor added, a forensic disaster waiting to happen beneath the facade. Even after topping out, another subtle chemical enemy emerged: a severe corrosion risk buried inside the concrete floor arches. The standard concrete mix required vast amounts of water, and that trapped moisture fought to escape for years within the sealed building. It started a slow-motion attack on the very mesh reinforcing the concrete, threatening to delaminate entire floors. Maintenance crews had to launch a forensic inspection protocol that would last for decades. They spent endless, expensive cycles monitoring humidity levels in subterranean passages and drilling thousands of core samples. If that moisture breached the main columns, the entire structural integrity of that crucial building would vanish. The battle for longevity meant they were constantly conducting an active autopsy on a living, breathing landmark. Today, securing this icon demands high-tech warfare. Engineers use embedded digital sensors and laser scans to perform a live megastructure autopsy. This system tracks real-time micro-movements, detecting steel fatigue before visible cracks even form. The Empire State Building is an active combatant against gravity and wind. The race that started in 1931 isn't over.